Ever hit send on resume and kind of feel like, is anyone even going to see this? It's
Yeah.
like sending it out into the void.
You're telling me
Right.
it's,
Tough out there.
it is.
Job hunting these days is not just, do you have the skills? Like, how do you even get noticed by the algorithms first?
Yeah.
So that's why we're doing a deep dive into RoleCatcher.
Mm-hmm.
They say they're building a smarter job search. Big claims, right?
Right.
So we're diving into their website, seeing if they live up to the hype.
Exactly. Yeah.
What do you think so far from their marketing? Does it sound like legit?
Well, it's interesting you mentioned the void because in a way, that's kind of what a lot of these job boards have become, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're using these applicant tracking systems, the algorithms, that are scanning resumes before a human even lays eyes on them. And that's kind of where RoleCatcher says, hey, we're going to be your guide.
Yeah.
We're going to help you navigate this whole automated world.
Okay, so they're positioning themselves as more than just another job board.
They're saying, like, we're a one-stop shop, find the jobs, but then also figure out what the heck employers are even looking for. So you can, like, tailor your application and then, get this, they've got AI tools, apparently, to help you outsmart the system.
Yeah.
Is this for real?
Well, I think the key here is that, and this is how they're framing it at least, is that, instead of trying to fight against the system, they're saying, work with it.
Right.
Like, if you know how the game's played, you got a better shot at winning, right?
Right.
So, instead of, I think, what a lot of people feel is overwhelming, just like applying to tons and tons of jobs, they're saying, no, like, let's centralize everything. Let's give you the insights. Let's help you be more efficient and optimize your efforts, which, I mean, at the end of the day, any job seeker wants that, right?
Absolutely. No one wants to be like, just throwing spaghetti at the wall.
Exactly.
You want to be strategic. Okay, so that all sounds good in theory, but then they've got this whole section on their website, Beat the Automated Recruiter.
Which honestly feels like a very bold promise. Like, are they just trying to catch our eye with that?
I mean, it does sound a little bit like hype, but, when we actually break down their three-step process, it starts to make a bit more sense about how they're actually approaching this challenge. So the first thing they do is they analyze job descriptions. And they don't just analyze them generally, they actually pinpoint the exact skills that the employers are prioritizing.
So they're like reverse engineering the recruiter's thought process almost.
Exactly.
Give me the secret recipe.
Exactly. You get to see what the AI sees, right? And then the really cool part is they take that and they compare your resume specifically to those skills.
Gotcha.
So then they can say, okay, here are the gaps. Here are the areas where maybe you're not quite as strong. You need to strengthen your messaging, whatever it might be. Because, I mean, you can't improve if you don't know what needs fixing. Right.
Absolutely. And that's where the tailoring part comes in, because they claim to not just point out the problems, but like help you fix them. So they're giving like concrete suggestions.
Precisely. They will tell you, hey, maybe rephrase this bullet point or, highlight this specific achievement. Like, think about how the AI is reading it, right? How can you optimize your language?
That's pretty cool. I got to say, if it actually works, this could be huge.
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to see it in action, but the concept's really interesting.
Okay, so how much of this AI magic is real versus hype? Because they've got the free version, and then they've got the Copilot subscription, which I'm guessing is where they really hit you with the AI.
Yeah.
So to be clear, you could dip your toes in with the free trial, but it sounds like Copilot is where the AI really kicks in.
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, the free version, think of it like a really souped up organizational tool.
Okay.
You can browse jobs, you can do some basic analysis on your skills and see how you stack up. But Copilot, that's where they unleash the AI to help you fine-tune that resume, that cover letter, really make it shine.
Like having a digital career coach in your corner.
Pretty much, yeah. They're saying it's all about those tweaks that catch the eye, make your application irresistible.
Okay, hold on. I got to stop you for a second because they talk about something on their interview page that's even more interesting. They've got AI-powered feedback on interview practice.
Oh, yeah.
How does that even work?
It's actually really interesting when you think about how most people prep for interviews, right? It's usually in your head or maybe with a friend.
Right.
But you're not always getting that targeted, useful feedback.
Right.
So what RoleCatcher's Copilot does, it actually records your practice interviews and then analyzes everything.
Whoa.
Not just what you're saying, but how you're saying it, your tone, your pauses.
So it's like analyzing your ums and ahs, like, are you making eye contact? Does it really pick up on that stuff?
That's what they're saying. It's analyzing whether your answers are clear, concise, even how well they're structured to really land with the interviewer. It's all about those subtle things that could be tripping you up without you even realizing it.
That's huge, though,
Yeah.
because you could have, like, the perfect resume, nail all the answers on paper.
Right.
But if you walk into that interview
Yeah.
and you're a nervous wreck,
Exactly.
it's game over.
It's not going to matter. So that feedback loop, I mean, that could be so valuable, especially if you struggle with interview anxiety anyway.
Totally. You want to walk in
Yeah.
feeling prepared, confident, like you've really thought of everything.
Exactly. And that's what this seems to offer. It's like, okay, I've dotted my I's, I've crossed my T's, I'm ready.
I'm getting why they call it RoleCatcher now, because it's not just about finding the job. It's about, like, really owning it.
Yes.
Capturing the attention, whether it's a human, whether it's an algorithm. They're saying, we're giving you the tools to stand out.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely an edge that most platforms don't offer, that's for sure.
Definitely. So it's like they're saying, look, here's how the game's played. They're giving you the playbook, but then you still got to run the plays.
Exactly. It's about equipping you with the knowledge, the tools to understand this whole landscape of modern hiring.
Right.
But then you've got to bring your own authenticity to it as well.
Okay, so it's like a partnership in a way. It's like they're giving you all the pieces, but you still have to assemble them.
Exactly.
This is all super interesting, but it kind of makes you wonder, right? If everyone starts using these AI tools, does it really level the playing field? Or does it just mean the game's gotten even tougher?
It's a great question, and honestly, there's no easy answer. But I think the most important thing to remember here is, even with all this fancy AI tech, at the end of the day, your success, it still comes down to you.
So you're saying the human element hasn't been completely replaced by robots yet?
Not quite. Think of RoleCatcher like, imagine the most high-tech, tricked-out toolbox you've ever seen, right? They're giving you all the tools, but you're still the builder.
I like that.
Your skills, your experience, your unique story, that's what makes you stand out.
It's like, yeah, they're giving you the ingredients for an amazing meal, but you got to know how to put it all together.
Exactly.
RoleCatcher can help you bake that Michelin star resume, but your flavor, that's what people are really going to remember.
Love that analogy because it's true. RoleCatcher can analyze, suggest, but it can't replicate you. Your ability to connect the dots, to tell your story, to show real passion, that's what resonates with people,
Totally. It's so easy to get caught up in the tech, but it's really about showcasing what makes you you. So for our listeners out there, maybe feeling overwhelmed, what's the takeaway? Should they be, like, running to sign up for RoleCatcher right now?
I mean, if you're serious about navigating this whole job search world, especially with all the automation, RoleCatcher is definitely worth a look. It can help you understand the game, play it better, put your best foot forward. But it's not magic, right?
Right.
Your willingness to learn, to adapt, and to really own your strengths, that's going to make all the difference.
It's like a tool in your arsenal,
Yeah.
not a guarantee.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a little more optimistic after this deep dive. It's a jungle out there, but hey, at least now we've got a map, right?
Exactly.
RoleCatcher could be the thing that helps you unlock that dream job. Who knows?
It could be, but even if you don't use it, never underestimate just good old-fashioned hard work,
Right.
Hone your skills, put yourself out there.
Be yourself.
Exactly.
Great advice. Well, that's a wrap for our deep dive into RoleCatcher. For more deep dives into the tools and trends shaping the future of work, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And to all you job seekers out there, we're rooting for you.